Good evening and welcome back to another playthrough of Devil May Cry. Live and exclusive to YouTube, I'm your host Swishbone for the remainder of the evening, going to be on for the next 2.5 to 3 hours or so, and well, wasn't the last stream fun? It was torture and death. But we made it. We got past one of the more difficult, annoying bosses, and then we found ourselves going up against a different one and got ourselves absolutely curb stomped. And we're going to try and get past it tonight. So for those of you who've never been here before, maybe you found been dragged in by the algorithm, maybe you found my channel by other means, you're all welcome here. The chat box is that way. Get your comments in there, I'll do what I can to interact with you all. For those of you who've been here before, whether you were here for all the previous streams of Devil May Cry, the Resident Evil streams, or the Persona streams, the Danganronpa streams, or even the really classic Forza 4 and Final Fantasy 7 streams. Either way, a huge welcome back, because without all of you people, this channel would be active, but not as reactive or as interactive. So again, the chat box is that way. Get your comments on there, we'll do what we can. So, what we have to do is go into the Nightmare of Darkness and unravel the Staff of Hermes mystery. Whatever that is. And I've only got 341 red orbs, so I've got no chance to upgrade my weapons. So I'm going in cold once again, and I'm getting ready pretty much to die. Let's do it. Because of the perspective on the camera, I thought I'd already picked it up, and obviously I hadn't. Yep, just refamiliarising myself with the controls again. Because playing on an old Xbox 360 controller, by the way, because this is the 360 version of the HD collection. It's why it looks a bit cleaner than you might remember on the PS2 era, but you can tell where, at this point in time, they hadn't really got everything right in terms of the HD. I mean, look at the fog effects here. It's a very strange, almost wispy kind of style. It doesn't really feel like I'm going through the midst or up any kind of like ghostly ruins as such. And I also feel like I'm moving like an absolute slug. Though to be fair, if you go flat out at high speed very early, you'll gas yourself and make yourself tired. There's a top tip from me who's a runner. Yeah, just to show I can shoot at will. And here we are once again, up top. And from what I remember, yep, there's a treasure there. We'll have that, thank you. I want that. And then here's where we get to use the Wheel of Destiny, is what it's called. There's a message carved in the circle. The Wheel of Destiny shall guide you to the land of the beginning. Shall I use the Wheel of Destiny? Well, we can either choose to use it or stand around there doing nothing. And personally, I'd rather do something, so let's get going. Sucking in that fresh coffee while I can. Or as fresh as it can be, anyway. Again, you can't really see off the side here, but there's really not much in the way of details. Of course, for me, this looks even weirder because I'm playing this on a 4K TV. So it's probably it's probably outputting in like the early form of 1080p at low resolution, being upscaled or at least converted to a signal that runs on a 4K TV. And as you can see, the door has disappeared. It must be the work of dark, evil powers. And that's one way of putting it, I suppose. Take advantage of finding some extra power-ups while we can. Some more red orbs, we're going to need them. If I can make enough to get a healing orb, I'll make one. Purely because then it'll allow me to essentially understand where I'm going. And I see a blue orb over there. I need 4 of those to increase my life essence. But right now I'm not seeing any around here. Yeah, nothing up there. smack the shit out of the shield. Now we summon the devil lightning bird creature. Yeah, it's Batty. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Yes, it got me with its eye beam because I wasn't paying attention, but everything else about it was easy. Oh, hello, is that a blue orb? Definitely a blue orb there, but I'm not sure how I can get to it. In the interim... Oh, I've not got enough. Damn it, that's so frustrating. I've not got enough for what I want. I've not got enough orbs. By the way, since the last stream, people, I made another adjustment to the audio to try and make it a bit easier to actually hear. Because when I watched the brief bit of the playback the other day, I noticed that at times it got very, very loud, the game's audio. Unfortunately, unlike a lot of games in the future, they don't have like an internal audio function where you can turn the audio down or tailor it to your own likes, which is a problem because obviously we all want to be able to make games our own way, make it hear audible. If you play, like, for instance, the Danganronpa games, you have the ability to put the music to whatever level you want someone at, and you can have it at literally almost no music at all, or even no music at all, so you can make it much easier for broadcasting. Of course, the game wasn't designed to be broadcasted. That's not the reason they had it in there. They just did it for people in general, but it's something you can definitely use. That's just trolling with that blue orb. I want to get it. My issue is I don't know how, unless it's something to do with this side, but I don't think it is. Yeah, that's irritating. That's really annoying me. Okay, never mind. Hello. I'll have that healing, thank you. bypass all of them. Annoyingly though, I took quite a lot of damage, so I need at some point to be able to get a healing orb, but still, it's a start. Meanwhile, Harrison Jack jumping in saying, "Hey, made it tonight. How's everyone doing?" Well, so far, mate, all is good. Nice and quiet here so far. How about for you, mate? How have you been doing? Appears to be a painting of a war. Okay, well, I'm not interested in the war painting. What I am interested in is going here, because I should now have enough to buy the Vital Star. Excellent, thank you. I want the Vital Star because I need it. Where are the enemies? I know you're coming. Where are you? Where are the enemies? That's because the camera changed the controls. On Schumann's slot, I was able to stun lock it. So you say you're still recovering from Comic-Con, but how's it going with Devil May Cry? Well, on the last stream, we saw me die a lot. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Some more orbs though, so that's good. Although I can't shatter the one that's got no legs. I don't know if that's meant to be a reference to something. Ah, yes. So this was that boss where I had to interact with that. There's a strong surge of evil coming from the puddle of water. There's a voice in my head saying something. Ah, does the game remind me of Hellsing? A bit actually, yeah, because again, you know, the red cloak and the double guns. Yeah, I could definitely see where Hellsing might have taken some inspiration. One who knocks on the gates of the underworld shall borrow the strength from the blue stone. Oh, what the? Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it sucks you in. And now we're up against the skeleton heads. In this weird, floaty, alternate dimension. Why can't I attack him? That's an enemy, but he's not yet attacked me. That's strange. Oh, what the? I wasn't expecting to get bitten by one of you. I might well end up dying here, you know? There's not much I can do about it. Back to the hell that spawned you. Okay, I'm not messing around here. Now's the time to use this. Get out of here. You are toast, motherfucker. You are toast. And yet, that's not the end of it, I don't think. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So you just keep randomly fighting it? Right, I'm not bothering this. This is pointless. Let's get out of here. Hold on. Aha! It appears I've gone in the right direction after all. And we also got an achievement for getting a stylish combo. Ah. Yeah, I did this once before. You guys are a disappointment compared to the previous ones. Yeah, you guys are nowhere near as interesting. So we've got to basically do a platform section to get across to the other side. Oh. Well, never mind that, we've done it already. It's reacting to the growing evil surging at the darkness. Shall I use the Staff of Hermes? And that's opened up a mirror. And another mirror. Oh, do I get to choose? Right, do I go left or do I go right? We'll go right. Yeah, I can't interact with any of them. The Gatekeeper's room is depicted. It's reacting to the growing evil surge in the darkness. It looks like an ordinary oil painting. Wait a second. It looks like the surface is rippling like water. Oh. I just thought I'd interact with this one, but apparently not. The evil surge is growing stronger and I can hear a voice echoing in my head. Those who want to open the gate to the underworld shall borrow the strength of the blue stone. Speaking of borrowing the strength of the blue stone, there's one right there. I also think there's something on top of that bed. Yep, an untouchable, an invisibility stone, that's useful. Buy another one of you, so I've got you. I can also buy one of those, so I've got one to come back from the afterlife. Yeah, let's do it. I might find this easier if I bother to buy some of those extra moves, but the door's vanished due to the evil powers. Scary. Right, here we go. I've got to interact with the pool, I guess. Or do I? Oh, it's just teleported back here. Right, okay. Ah, hold on. Yeah, it looks like an ordinary oil painting. So basically there's an oil painting that I need to interact with. Okay. Oh, hello. The Castellan spectrum is depicted. It's reacting to the growing evil surge of the darkness. It looks like an ordinary oil painting. Wait a second. It looks like the surface is rippling like water. Oh, come on. Alright, hold down B, it goes faster. I've been able to walk back here. Have I ended up on a permanent glitch? Have I accidentally triggered a permanent glitch here? Because it seems I've got to go here, but what am I supposed to do? None of the routes are opening. And this is definitely where it is. The map, it seems to be pointing... Oh, hang on. No, there's definitely no there. It's definitely not in, it's definitely in this direction. Ah, so you just jump into it. That's why. Oh! Okay. I wasn't expecting that to happen. I'm stood there literally at the ending and didn't even realise it. I feel like such a clot now. And it's because I am a clot. Make no mistake about it. Parted memento. Slash away at the dragon and enter the court with the quicksand. Okay, so we've entered through here. This is a lot more destructible environment than I realised. I was hoping there'd be a hidden wall there, but there isn't. As we enter the stairwell and climb in multiple directions. anything else here? Doesn't look like it. Well, that's disappointing. I was hoping there was something there, but there isn't. There's some power-ups at least. I'm not gonna, that's always good. Uh-oh. There's another portal route. It's writing about the war between humanity and the underworld. There are records of many battles that were fought. There are even names of historical men listed. It's kind of cool, I suppose. There's a painting of a Colosseum. It looks like an oil painting. Wait a second. It looks like the surface is rippling like water. We can't get through that one. But we can get through this one. Which has taken us into a wide open area, which can only mean one thing. Time for another boss. One thing this game is not short on is boss fights. Wow. Okay, what the hell are they? They're like Soul Calibur style characters. Ah, so they use ice to that. Now's the time to use that healing item, I guess. I'm glad that I bought it. Let's try switching to the grenade launcher. See if I can cause some problems with some damage. Yay! I got through them, but they were awkward. They were very awkward to kill. I don't know how much the grenade launcher strategy worked, but it certainly kept them off my back. But the handguns are a lot faster. But I will say, you can do a lot more with them. You can stun lock enemies a bit better with the handguns. But the grenade launcher seems a lot more damaging. So it's a trade-off. A big trade-off. Oh, there he goes. Okay, next. Key with those guys with the flames is to keep them stun locked. Once they were stun locked, it was relatively straightforward. A bit mindless this, but it's working. If it's mindless, I don't care as long as it works. So you're keeping them stunned up with the pistols and then slashing the sword down made all the difference then for those guys. What's this painting? Nothing. Ah, well, there's a door there, so there's a room. Well, I want to go back this way firstly because there was a landing that I reached and I did not see what was on it. And I think more enemies might have just respawned, which is annoying. Really irritating to see enemies spawning for no reason. The door won't open. There's a round hole in the center. Show the gem with the moonlight. Right, so I've got to find that then. I knew there was an enemy nearby. Thank you. He's not all the way, so I know full well I'm in the right location for that, so that's cool. So let's keep moving. Because we keep on Devil May Crying it up here, courtesy of the Xbox 360. Yes, I'm being a heathen playing the HD remake, people, not the original, because, I mean, I could play the original if I used my PCSX system that I used to play Persona 3 FPS. What the hell? Oh, what in the name is that? I don't think this is going to work, but I'm just going to quickly switch to my own rocket weapon, the grenade launcher. Just see if this gives me any kind of potential against it at all. It might do. I'm not expecting it to, though. Especially when I hit a pillar because I'm not paying attention. Strange power has confronted me. I've got to find a way to defeat the dragon. Okay, let's try double jumping quickly. For God's sake. Okay, I get it. A strange power has confronted you. I realise that. That's fine. Alright, so that sent me all the way down here. There's something written. The confronter of the path, Pluto's dragon. Prove your bravery with your sword and the dragon will fall in its own flame. Do we have to hit the weapon? Is that what I've got to try and do? Hit it back at itself? Yeah. I've got to hit the weapon back at itself. That's so frustrating. There's a timing element to it. I've done it once. That was an interesting encounter, shall we say. Yep, I couldn't east and flug my way through that one as much as I wanted to. Oh, God. This is so awkward because you kind of have to wait for lightning to light the platforms, but it just doesn't seem very consistent about how it does it. And also, the 3D platforming does not work from fixed camera angles. I'm sorry. I've always been a hater of 3D platforming where you don't have complete control of the camera. So I mean, I'm being constantly directed around it because it's not clear as to whether I've got a way onto it. You should be able to control the camera for that. So I've no idea if I'm getting any closer there. And, I mean, I don't want to say it's not a fair challenge, because it obviously is. I mean, that was just me undershooting the platform, so that has nothing to do with the lightning. That was down to me getting the platform wrong, and that's fine. I don't mind it when you get the platform wrong. But it's when the camera changes midway through a jump. See, it's done it again. Now I can't even get on that platform. Now I'm stuck in so badly I can't even get near it. That's what I mean. I've been on. I got on there first time, and I did it every time after that until recently. And now suddenly the game's like, nope. And just to prove it, there's no way to navigate using any of the other items. You can't do it. That's a quick button for the map that I never even realised was there. And then of course you could taunt the enemy for whatever reason. You see what I mean? It appears to be straight down. No, that's how I've made it. So it's just awkward to say the least. Yeah, so you agree with me, Arista Jack? 3D platforming and awful camera controls, and so I mean, I couldn't tell which direction I was going, and you're having to do that for multiple platforms. I don't mind a challenge, I really don't, but at least make it a balanced challenge. See there, the camera changed, so it's like you've got to flick your direction in the opposite way, and that's not how it should be. If anything, this is where Resident Evil style tank controls have come in handy. You're having to flip upwards, it's really awkward. So the camera changed again there. If you had the ability to control the camera and like line it up, I mean, look at Mario 64. That came out in 1996, and you could literally rotate the camera. You didn't have to, you know, if you were making a platform like this, you had control. You could literally go, yeah, I'm going to move around here. Sonic Adventure came out in 1998. Didn't have the best camera in the world, but you could rotate the camera. This came out in 2001. It came out after both games. There's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse. And because it was on the PS2, it had dual analog sticks. So your right analog stick should be able to move the camera. Device to gather moonlight. Okay. And after all, that was nothing up there. I'm sure I saw a cinematic though of like some kind of moonlight machine being used. Unless, is it all the way back here? Ah, it is. The moon, it looks like it'll be, it can swivel, but it can't be. Ah, is that like that? Oh, you have to actually turn it yourself. Now I can get up there. So now I've got to do all that platforming one more time. I went ahead of the game. Started getting frustrated. And now I've got to do it with an annoying light beam in the way. Which... It's oddly enough, it's not helping. You'd think it would, but it's not actually radiating the platform. Now that would have been a nice little touch, but nope. Not today, it would seem. I don't mind the platforms being hidden and you having to time it to the lighting. I don't mind that at all. It's the way it just like you have to rely on the camera. But I suppose that's just how it is. We just got to suck it up and get there. And I like to think of this as fake difficulty, where the game adds a challenge not because it actually genuinely is a challenge, but because the game takes away control. I always find that to be false, and I find it really irritating. It's bad game design. You know, it's like they definitely could have improved that. They could have taken a cue from so many other platformers at the time and gone, yeah, we can have the ability to control the camera here. Even if you only had it for sections like this, so you couldn't do it in the actual campaign when you wanted, that'd be fine. But the fact that you're in a situation where you literally are at the mercy of whether the game is going to flip the camera at the wrong time or not. And it's not just that the camera changes, it's the fact that when the camera changes, the direction of the controls changes. So for this jump here, the reason I'm struggling is because you have to hold down on the controller, like down to go this way, and then mid-jump, flick upwards like that. And the timing for it is just... there's no intuitiveness to it. I'm sure there is like a specific timing pattern, And that's fine, but it's just irritating when you've not got the... When you've not really got the controls you need. Again, at that point, the game is less about you being skilled. And it actually feels more like luck, and I don't like that. It's like there. Yeah, it's like I've got a cross. It's like here. Wait for the platforms to line up. It's like it would have been. It's got to be a cross, but that was much harder than it needed to be. Still, the good thing is, we've got the Quicksilver. Is there any hidden items up here while we're at this point? Can't see anything. So it looks like we're now done with this room. Is that a door at the back? No, it's not. I thought there was a door there. But there isn't. And that's okay. I just realised I'm carrying the grenade launcher again, which is not even needed. Yes. Yeah, we switched weapon because I thought I'd try something different. Certainly seems powerful. Nice. Now this really is East End Thug. Yes. I'm quite liking these fistful of weapons. My name is Zell. My name is Zell, my name is Tifa kind of weaponry. I like it. The door won't open. There's the round hole in the center. Show the gem with the moonlight. Shall I use the Quicksilver? Yes, you shall. Oh. Okay, it's a devil enemy.
A man with guts and honor. I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
Okay. What the hell? It's Siegfried from Soul Calibur. Okay, I can't see anything here. Okay, getting tangled with the combos isn't very helpful. Oh. I'll try again, yeah. I'll definitely try again. Ooh, more slowdown. That was awful slowdown as well. Those lightning bolts are unfair. Those lightning... it's a game over. So I've got to restart again. So I've got to do all of that all over again. That'll include the platforming as well. That's the problem. I really don't like that. I don't think it's balanced at all. I think the boss fights... the problem is when they've got the projectiles... They can guard all they want, but you've not got the option. Or if there is a way to do it, I've not seen it. So I've got to start the whole thing all over again. All the way from the start. So I've got to start all the way back here again. We're literally right at the back at the start of the stream. Hang on, wait, no. Hold on a second, something's not right there. Give me a second, guys. Something isn't right. I'm just going to quickly reset. I'm pretty sure I saved on a different slot. I was right. I knew there was I knew something wasn't right. I thought, hang on a second, I've definitely done this mission before. I just had a feeling. I thought something's not right here. Yeah, parts of Memento, but I thought that's more like it. Yeah, I've not really got any. I've not got enough power at the moment. Yeah, and I can't hold any more of that item, so... yeah, so I'm kind of snookered here at the moment. Shoot red orbs. I don't even know how to do that. It's slow, but there's a weapon, there's an attack move there that seemed pretty powerful. Yeah, you can see how powerful. It's almost like a 1-inch punch kind of thing. That could be useful. So I've discovered something new at least. Yep, that easy. So through we go again. Oh, we've got to fight these idiots again, the annoying dragon creatures. The ones I found really awkward. Well, they die a lot faster to those. They die a lot quicker. The Ifrit arms are a hell of a lot faster at taking them out. That I will say. Hell? I got stuck on the wall then. I don't know if it's some kind of glitch or if an enemy was holding me up. But I couldn't move. Literally could not move. There you go. Thank you. Back to full health. All the orbs. Everything's good. What I could really do with is finding somewhere to get some upgrades and get some healing items. Oh, missed that one. Try that again. I might need to use the sword here if this carries on. Which is fine, I don't mind it. Yeah, that's not working. That one, damn it. Mistimed it. Try again. Boo-boo. Thank you. Now I'll change my weapon again to the Ifrit arms. Which are a weapon I got and I stopped yet I didn't use for some reason. And yeah, I think I've actually been better by using this. Meanwhile, Avian jumping is saying, made it, get into you, Avian, how are you doing? Yeah, we're up against the new boss enemy, we beat the one that was causing trouble. And now, we're getting ready to do another area. Well, this is one where I had some trouble earlier because of some 3D platforming, which wasn't so great to be perfectly honest. And you'll see why right now. So what we have to do is go up here and then essentially jump across the top. Now as you can see the platforms appear and disappear in the light, but the problem is that the camera angle, whenever it changes, the direction of your movement also changes with it. So it can be really awkward for making the jumps. It's like here I've got to go both down and then up in order to make the jump, and it's a right pain. More awkward than it needs to be. Oh, typical. And then the one time I start moaning about how difficult it is, I do it first time. If you were here about 20 minutes ago when Jack was around, you'd have seen me raging about how the camera is uncontrollable and it's impossible to do and it's down to luck and everything else. And now that you turn up, baby, and I'm doing it first bloody time. Thank you. Do that more often. Turn up when I need you to suddenly turn good. When I need things to turn good. Meanwhile, I've put the Ifrit arms to be a bit more East End thug, and it actually seems pretty powerful. So I've gone a bit Zell from Final Fantasy VIII and Tifa from Final Fantasy VII here, and I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. So I do have a charge move, but it's not. It takes too long to use, unfortunately. I think I just knocked a weapon out of the air without even trying. Which I'm not complaining. It's a good thing. Change to the 24-hour stream here, people, with the amount of just doing the East End thugging through. It's absolutely crazy. Meanwhile, so you have to take your beagle in for the batch checkup. Oh god, yeah. It is very difficult to get the doggos to cooperate in the vets. My mother's West Highland Terrier can be an absolute nightmare for it. But continual feeling dried liver treats that turn things round. Can't say it's surprised, to be honest. They're quite fickle creatures at times, doggos. Yeah, see, that's where the charge attack came in handy. Now, the reason I'm going back this way is I'm trying to find a place where I can actually... Oh, for God's sake. No, forget it. I wanted to go and find a place to buy some power-ups, but I'm not messing around. So we got to show the gem, and that'll open the door. So let's use the Quicksilver. And now we can go on through. And this is where we get a new boss fight. So I'll let this scene play out for you organically. Here we go.
A man with guts and honor. I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
I've also changed the volume for tonight's stream. Tell me how it sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Siegfried from Soul Calibur. I won't mind, but the problem I've got is that it seems that this enemy, you can't do enough damage to it. I wouldn't mind if there was a way to carry more than one healing item, but you don't have the facility. It's so frustrating. This is ridiculous! The problem is I've got to try again, but if I'm not mistaken, I'm not going to have any of my power-ups. So it's kind of pointless. Yeah, see what I mean? I've not got any of these things. I say, this boss is just unfair because it has like loads of teleportation moves. It's just really, I'd say it's borderline broken. It doesn't help the camera changes round as well. It's just frustrating. See what I mean? I was supposed to get near the guy. So, well, I'm dead now. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, see, I'm dead. See what I mean? I'm finding that this boss is broken. I've actually literally no idea how to beat it. There's no weak points that I can see. And unless you've got all the items to use. That's the only thing I can think of. The only thing I can think of. But the problem is that I don't know any obvious way to go back to get... There's nowhere inside that part of the castle to power up, if you know what I mean. There's nowhere to power up. So you can power up here, but the problem is none of the items I've got will carry over. So I've not got the ability to buy anything. I've not got enough. So I can't buy any more of that. And even though I can get orbs to be able to do this, the problem I've got is very simple. There's nowhere to be able to do it. Not that I can see inside here. I mean, there isn't one here either. It's not like... The only way I can think of is maybe... The only thing I can think of possibly doing here... And like, this isn't fun, by the way. This is rather boring. The only thing I think of doing is going back and seeing if there's a way to grind items. You see, there's nothing here. That's the only place is there. That's literally the only point to walk back from. So the only thing I can do, and I say it's boring, but I've got no choice in the matter. I'm just gonna have to grind. But it's annoying and frustrating. You shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to put yourself in a situation where you're having to go back grinding just for the sake of getting items. Like, I might be able to do it in here using the skulls, potentially. Now, this weapon is crap against these guys. The devil arms don't work, whereas Alistair does. But the problem is now I'm going to have no health to fight the boss with either. It's just frustrating. Well, that's helpful. I've got some health healing back. So I might just see if I can keep doing that. You question why the skulls bleed blood? Yeah, I do too. I do too, Avian. The problem is, like, doing this, you're getting barely any. We're getting barely any orbs, that's the only problem. So it's taking almost all our time. If I go back in and do it one more time, I actually want to make sure that I'm actually even gaining any orbs here. I want to make sure that I'm actually gaining. Yeah, we are gaining. But I mean, you can keep doing this for the next, like, 20 minutes. Unless... I'd rather get more consistent weapons, and I'm wondering if I can get anything going back through here. Because if I can, I might be able to get some better enemies to fight. Try in here. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot more here. Getting a lot more orbs doing it this way. Maybe if I can get thousands of orbs quickly, I might be able to buy some decent equipment, including the invisibility ring, including a revitalizing ring, including holy water, and also just some more potent moves all over else. see what I mean? They dropped a lot more in the way of orbs. I got a lot more from fighting them. The best thing is by going down to the end of that hall, there's a place to actually get the orbs that way. It's the same, it's about, let's say, making the game easy is one thing, but it's just like, it's just irritating. But it's giving me an idea what I might do as well is make a new save. That's how I don't want to just spend an entire stream grinding this. That'd be really dull. Well, I'm just wondering if I can do this here. It might allow me to essentially get loads and loads and loads of items and orbs, and then load from the start with that safe in the inventory. I'm now up to 620 already. I've not actually been doing it for that long. And there might be more enemies down this way. Potentially. If not, no big deal. And as you say, smashy smash, that's pretty much what this version of the stream's become. It's like smash as many enemies as possible, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out. I say it's boring, but it works. Because at the end of the day, that boss, I can't fight with the equipment I've got. I'm too underpowered. Also, it might be one of those where I need to use the lightning sword, so maybe I should try that. You guys not going to attack me? Are you not going to attack? I thought, where have they all gone? And then they turn up. So yeah, Queen asking, finally here, and how's it all going? Well, it's going fine until I've met a roadblock of a boss, so unfortunately I'm having to grind orbs so I can upgrade some gear. And it's, well, I won't say it's tedious, but it's, I found a way to get some decent orbs payout quickly. So, we're getting there okay. How's it been for you? Farming the red orbs, essentially, is what I'm trying to do. And as you can see, I've gone all east and stuck with the fire claws. So you can see we're getting quite a decent payout on the orbs. You see, it's been okay for the most part, Queen. Good to hear it. Very good. As good as it can be, usually, isn't it? I mean, I was in the office today, and I'm going to be in the office again tomorrow, so I really don't want to play this stream and go, well, thank you for watching the grind, and good night. I don't want to be doing that. So I do want to try and get beyond this next part if I can. Let's say this is where I'm wondering, what I want to do essentially, I mean, it's quite dull, but if I can get anywhere to like 2,000 or 3,000 orbs, I'll be able to buy everything I need. But we'll see where we go with that, because it's quite a long way to go. You can see there's 790 orbs now, so we're getting there as best as we can, so it's not too bad. I came into this area with about 440 by comparison, so it just shows you it works. The only issue is having to constantly go back out and back in. I mean, as I say, I've mentioned this before, but a streamer by the name of Your Blood Tevin actually did a stream where he got to level 99 in Kamoshida's Palace in Persona 5. And it ended up literally with him just backing out, having fought the 3 Bereths on the roof. And then going back in, fighting the 3 Bereths, going back out, fighting the 3 Bereths, going back in, and just doing that ad nauseum. Must have killed maybe like 2 million Bereths by the end of the stream. Well, stream series. It wasn't a stream. Could you imagine trying how many hours it'd take to grind to that level in Kamoshida's Palace? My 24-hour stream would have been put to shame. Speaking of streams, I am hoping that next week I'm going to start a new series. And in order to do it, I have to say very big thanks to Queen3210, who wonderfully gifted me a copy of Dishonored. So I mentioned about playing it, and now I have the option to do it. So that's going to be one of the things I'm looking to do. I'm hoping to start it either next week or the week after. I'm deciding how I'm going to accommodate it, because I'm thinking about doing set nights for the streams as a way to have different games, but the cork in the bottle is Danganronpa. I'm trying to get to the next point, so I've had the next, like, one of the Monocubs, get their next storyline so we can make the cards a bit easier. Because I'm still of the belief that once you've done all the Monobears, or the Monocubs should even say, once you've done all the Monocubs, I believe there's going to be a final plotline to resolve the story. So yes, long-time channel contributor and subscriber Queen3210, huge thanks. And if you've not had the chance, check out the videos on their channel, absolutely wonderful. I still need to get back to watching Mass Effect 2 actually. I've been away from it for a couple of days. I need to get back to watching the next part. That might be something to do over the weekend, because the racing's on in the morning, which means my mornings are free. I'm interested in how Dishonored goes. I know a few things about it. I know it's one of those games where, depending how you play it, things go very different. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Obviously no spoilers, because even though I've got a rough idea what happens, I technically don't. I'll say this weekend it's the Australian Grand Prix, and it's on at like 6 o'clock in the morning UK time. So I'll probably end up with like 3 or 4 hours in the morning spare each day on the weekend. So that's probably when I'll get round to watching it. And I don't mean the race, I mean Mass Effect 2. The race I'll be watching regardless. In fact, speaking of racing actually, there's a slight segue. I'd like to have a mini rant about Gran Turismo 7. I was playing the game earlier, just by doing some doing some regular races, and after getting so many miles, I got what's called a daily roulette ticket, where essentially you get given a ticket to cash in, and you can win one of 5 random prizes, from a small amount of in-game credits to a car. Cool. And one of the things I won was a badge for the car manufacturer Ferrari, and I thought, I don't own any Ferraris, why do I want a Ferrari badge? And it turned out that what I'd unlocked was an in-game invite to buy a rare car. The invite expires on the 18th of April, and the rare car is about 3 times more than the total money I have in my inventory at the moment. So essentially what I've won is an invite to go to their game store and use a microtransaction for in-game credits to buy a car. Fuck off. Not happening. Absolutely not happening. That is predatory bollocks. And I am disgusted that a game that's all about offline auto racing has the effrontery, the barefaced cheek to include such a feature. I am offended that a game is so predatory. If I was someone who was easily afflicted by the idea of fear of missing out, or someone who's an avid collector of everything, I would fall for that. That is disgraceful. Absolutely unnecessary. Because of course you can pay to skip the grind. Or how about not include a grind? What I'm doing now is a grind of my own choice. I don't have to do it to beat the game. It'll make things a lot easier, don't get me wrong, but I don't have to actually do it. This is a different kind of grind. It'll be like in this game, being able to buy red orbs right now, so I don't have to kill demons to get red orbs to buy stuff. That's the actual closest parallel that I've got. You see me right now fighting these enemies, trying to unlock the farm with red orbs. I could, if on a certain game, simply go into a store and pay to have, I don't know, 20,000 in-game red orbs, so I could buy anything I want. That's essentially what this invite was. And bear in mind, these invites are for every car manufacturer in the game, so you have a small chance of winning a manufacturer saying, come and buy my car. So the next one, it might be Porsche, or it might be Honda. It might be Toyota. It might be Bugatti. It might be, I don't know, Peugeot. It might be Dodge. Either way, if every car manufacturer has been coded to have this feature, it's essentially saying, we'd like you to pay more money, please. I've already paid you a lot of money. I paid you the equivalent of about 100 Canadian dollars. You can fuck off. I'm not giving you any more cash. Right, that's my rant in the modern game world here for the night, people. That's me on my soapbox. It's completely unrelated to Devil May Cry. But it's got the same level of frustration and anger, I suppose, so maybe it is kind of related. I don't know, you tell me. Yes, even my supposed chill out, watch and chill streams don't go that chill way when I do it, people. Yes, maybe there's a mini-series that I should do, Swish's Soapbox, where I do unscripted rants. The problem is I would have to make a soapbox. I would have to actually do that. I would have to actually make a prop. Well, Avian, you raise a really fair point. You say, hey, you spend more money on things because it's a chance that it's not enough. Well, this is the thing. It's like the owners of the games companies, not the developers themselves often. They often come out and say things like, well, they're optional, they're cosmetic, you don't have to do it. But they make it so that it gets very, very difficult for people to get, to play the game. And either it gets to the point where people just outright give up on the game and go to something else, or people pay cash. And it's egregious because I heard a real stupid argument once. I think it was from some like online game website. I don't know who it was. It wasn't Kotaku, I don't think, but it was someone of that kind of ilk, where they said that microtransactions are a good thing because it allows to ensure that developers can keep their employment. As if, selling so many microtransactions will make anyone like Activision Blizzard or Polyphony Digital or EA decide if they're not going to lay off a load of people. I mean, yeah. Go and ask the people go and ask Visceral, who were acquired by EA, and how Dead Space Room would all cut out, despite the fact their game was made to have microtransactions to safeguard their future. It's all bollocks and bullshit. Meanwhile, Dragon and Tajima jumping in. Good evening to you, mate. You've literally just missed me on my soapbox, by the way. I don't know if you were listening, but I've literally just done a rant against Gran Turismo 7 about a feature that I was offered today. TLDR, I unlocked via a random ticket the ability to be invited to buy a very expensive Ferrari. A Ferrari I can't afford with in-game money, so essentially I've been invited to go to the store and to buy a microtransaction in-game currency. What a feature of a game, eh? I mean, as frustrated as I am with the difficulty of this game, Devil May Cry, I've got the entire content of the game on the disc. That's it. I put the disc in, I've played the game. There's no messing around, there's no patches, there's no microtransactions, nothing. There's also no clues, no help, no balance, no fairness, but it's another thing entirely. In fact, speaking of this game beyond the disc, I've already mentioned before Queen3210 wonderfully gifted me Dishonored for my next stream series. I'd also like to do a shout out to Nerdy Hound, who has actually featured on this channel twice on my wrestling streams. The Devil May Cry game was his, and he gifted it to me for this stream series. So I've always been under the illusion I'd give it back to him, but when I saw him this weekend, he said I could have it for free. So, Nerdy Hound, thank you very much. You're awesome. They've not removed microtransactions in GT7, mate. No, they haven't removed them. What they're planning to do is put a new patch in, which apparently is going to make it so that it's easier to earn in-game credits, but they're still going to have microtransactions, no doubt about it. I know it got to the point that apparently some people developed a script so that if you played GT7 using the PC's remote play, you can make the game play itself and do your own kind of skipping the grind. But the fact that anyone would need to do that is just nonsense, in my opinion. Like, games shouldn't be made that way. I mean, could you imagine if they made it so you had to, like, literally put elastic bands around your controller so you ran around in a circle to do random battles? And I'm glad to hear you're okay, Dragon. That's absolutely awesome, mate. Glad to hear it. And so the reason you see me currently going around in circles, by the way, is I'm actually grinding my own red orbs because I need to get some new equipment for a boss I'm stuck at. In fact, I've not saved for a while, so I'm going to quickly save. I'm testing something here as well. Worst case scenario is I've wasted all your time, and you're welcome for that. But the idea is that I might be able to save my game and potentially have all these items and that with me. So if I do die, I can at least get more things going. When you say you remember that circle, Avian, you mean the running around in circles to get fights? I've done that many times. Final Fantasy VII, on the original game, I was there in the train graveyard, in Midjar, for 7 hours. So I could get to like level 24, have level 3 limit breaks, and generally overkill the entirety of the first disc. I remember someone saying, "Oh, what's the... you're taking all challenge out of the game." My reply was, it's open world. I can do however I fucking want. If I want to grind, I'm going to grind. So, I'm glad to hear that you've been looking forward to the stream, Dragon. As I say, I'm sorry you're not feeling 100%, but literally we're just going to get going. Absolutely, Avian, you get 99 ethers. I used to always sell 79. I kept 20 in the bank, just as both backup funds and in case I needed them in battle, but most of the time I didn't bother. And of course, I used to always sell lots of striking stuff, so that was the big thing. I used to love it when you'd get up to Gold Saucer and be able to buy the lifetime ticket on the first disc. That broke the game. Being able to do infinite chocobo races on disc 2. So you have Knights of the Round before you go back into Midjar. Yes, I've done it. I am that cheap. I regret nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, Dragon, you say it makes you laugh when people ask for an easy mode in Elden Ring. I mean, I can understand why people would ask for it. I mean, like even Shin Megami Tensei, you can actually download a safe, easy difficulty so you can play the game a bit easier. So I understand people wanting to have it just to make it a bit easier, but at the same time, it would kind of go against the spirit of the game. Now, just bear with me for a moment, people. I just need to very quickly go away from my computer because I'm getting a bit cold, so I need to put my heater on. Back in a sec. We're at that strange point in the UK at the moment where it's warm and it suddenly goes absolutely freezing out of nowhere and your temperature just plummets. It's really annoying. Really, really annoying. Oh, wow, Avian. See, say you got like 70 ethers in like an hour and then you have to spend 4 hours to get the next 20. How many times did you see the legendary couldn't steal anything line? That used to annoy the piss out of me playing Final Fantasy VII. Couldn't steal anything, couldn't steal anything, couldn't steal anything, couldn't steal anything. And you're like, just fucking get it! Fucking grab the thing! Yeah, you're not getting the backup of your friend over there. I'm not allowing it. So we're now at 1,500 items, which is good. So that's really, really helpful. Yeah, as I say, I wouldn't play Shin Megami Tensei in easy mode. No, I personally wouldn't do it because it kind of goes against the spirit of the game. But then again, I don't really play games on easy anyway. I don't think I've ever really played games on easy because I just don't. I don't feel that it's right. I'll get a red orb. Oh, I'll tell you what I can do. If I can get another 1,000, I can get enough one of those and increase the size of my health. Yep, so we are going to be grinding for another 20 or so minutes at least, people, I'm afraid. I do apologise. But relax, we're all friends here, we're all talking. We're all laughing at my inability to beat the game. That's fine, I got rid of the most dangerous one. Now, this might be easier to go back this way, actually, to be honest. Ah, Harrison Jack, welcome back, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you come back into the main thing. Queen, if you manage to grind the steel material to mug in the train graveyard, you've been there for way too long. 40,000 AP it takes to do that. I know because I've done it, but not in the train graveyard. I've never done that. Even using the ×3 speed boost on the Steam remaster, I would never do it. In fact, speaking of Final Fantasy and Steam, when are you going back to your randomizer videos? I've been waiting for the third part for fucking ever. I want your randomizer videos, Queen. Ah, well, you got this week off work, Avian. Oh, nice. You enjoy it. To be fair, I've got, not this weekend, but the weekend after, I've got a long weekend because it's Easter over here in the UK. So I've got the Friday and the Monday off. And on the Saturday of that week, Saturday the 16th, I'm actually going to be in a Geek Retreat in Halifax that's opening. And they're doing like a grand opening of Geek Retreat, and they reward anyone who does with cosplayers getting like, you know, free stuff, and it's generally going to be a good laugh. Me and quite a few people are planning to go, so if you're about in the area and you want to do something for the day, come to Halifax Geek Retreat, I'll be there. Yay, it's not just for me, Queen. I'll tell you now, I know somebody else who will guarantee to check out the randomizer streams, if you get them up, honestly. I can guarantee at least one other person will definitely check them out. And I say, if you're ever interested in seeing a game broken in ridiculous ways, do go and check out Queen 3210's videos on Final Fantasy VIII Randomised. Oh my god, some of the stuff that happens in it is bizarre. It's amazing, but it's bizarre. I remember watching it, I've not laughed that much in ages. I'm like, what the hell, how are you going to get out of this situation? And again, no spoilers for what the situation is, because obviously I want people to check it out, but something happens early on that, without a certain feature, you would be royally fucked, is all I've got to say. Ouch, you're working till 7 in the morning, is that, Dragon? But then you got a few days off. Yes, absolutely, Queen. You had the music. Say, one of my friends watched one episode, and the ending of one particular video tickled them pink beyond words. They were in absolute tears at how it ended. The timing of the music for that particular video on Randomizer was absolutely spot on. That's all I'm going to say. There we go, we're now back to 1,100, so I need to keep doing this until I get over 8. I want to get 1,800 at least, because then I can buy a blue orb, and that might allow me to get my life bar up, which would be even easier. Wow, a bite bug nearly killed you, Avian. How did you manage that? I'm actually bewildered how that's even possible. Unless you were playing on like the super secret New Nightmare difficulty, maybe. Speaking of New Nightmare, I must admit, I do want at some point to get a Steam version of Final Fantasy VII. Apparently there's a mod called the New Nightmare which makes it really fucking hard. And I'm really interested in doing it as a stream at some point. Ah, so you're trying to draw magic, and now I understand. You get into the trap of drawing and you don't realise where you're at, and all of a sudden, boom, boom, you're getting killed. Yeah, I get it. I've been there when I tried to. There's a boss fight on the second disc, or as late as disc 4, depending on when you choose to do it. And it's one of the few times you can draw the spell Aura. And I was trying the same thing, and I very, very nearly got instant killed because of a certain feature to the fight. Luckily, I realised with just enough time to be able to touch the boss. 3 guesses which boss I'm talking about. Oh, I don't care about the painting. Go away. It's the door. It's the door I want. So yes, the reason that we're doing this, as I say, rather repetitive approach is purely to get red orbs and buy new items and equipment. That's the reason. guys had enough? Apparently not. Oh, that's cool. You say hi to Dragon's co-worker. Enjoying your evening? Because, I mean, if you're watching me, you guys must be trying to definitely tip this out at the time down. That's all I gotta say. No, Avian, it wasn't that particular boss, but a good guess. No, it was another one. But yeah, you can do it on that particular boss as well. And again, made the mistake of doing that. Almost paid the price. I do find it strange, actually curious. No, obviously, Final Fantasy VII got its remake, and it's awesome. There's been rumours going around that apparently, bizarrely, Final Fantasy IX's getting one, but they're not planning to do one for 8. And I don't quite understand that, because I thought 9 had less fans than 8. Even though a lot of people give 8 crap online, a lot of people really don't like FF8. I don't know if it's because it's the more realistic, like, character models, or if it's the fact that it's like kids in school or something. I don't know. There's something about it that rubs people the wrong way. Now, I don't think you can draw aura from Diablo. Queen, you'll know. I'm pretty sure you can't draw aura from Diablo. You can draw Demi, and he'll use a Kiraja on you if you use his own magic on him for some strange reason. But I don't think you can get an aura from them if I'm correct. Yes, if this game came out in the PS5 era, there'd be an option on screen now. We know you're struggling for red orbs. Would you like to buy 500 for £5? No, I would not. Go away. Was it really that extreme a change from 7 to 8? I'm not so sure it was. Like, 7 had the whole pollution, terrorism, eco warriors, whereas 8 had, again, terrorism, steam trains, futuristic cities. Were they really that different? I'm not so sure they were. I do get that the draw junction system wasn't as good, or wasn't as easy to get your head around. The thing about the draw and junction system is that once you did get your head around it, you could make yourself a demigod very easily. If you knew what you were doing, you could make yourself almost indestructible. Of course, you can also be a cheating bastard like me. I beat Omega Weapon on my first playthrough, but you know how I did it? Did I spend forever getting the best magic spells? Did I spend forever getting the best passive abilities to start the fight with instant moves? And be able to have like auto cure and auto shell and auto protect? Did I bother to level up the likes of Eden and Doom Train so I could hit it with status effects? No. Do you know what I did? I got Selfie's slots limit break, opened my PS1 lid, and hit do-over until I got the end. Closed the lid, loaded the data, and beat the boss. Because by opening the lid, Omega Weapon was frozen in time. He could not attack me. That is a hack that only works on the PlayStation 1. So if you've never beaten Omega Weapon, and you've always wanted to do it, that's my ultra cheap, totally against all conduct of the game way of doing it. You're welcome. And do you know how I did that? How I ended up doing that? A total accident. My brother opened the lid, and I was like, I screamed at him for breaking my game, and then I realised that I could hit do-over and it loaded the data and I wasn't being attacked. So out of morbid curiosity, I did it until I got the spell. And then I just decided to close the lid, heard the little noise, and then he died. I bought my brother ice cream. When the the night when I heard the jingle for the ice cream van, I was straight out there to buy him like a double 99 flake combo. He earned it. He earned the ice cream that night. Ah, you got the end by accident and you didn't think it would work and was pleasantly surprised. It's a bit like when I decided to go against the Reaper in Persona 3 FES and use Armageddon. And it worked. It's a broken mechanic, but the game lets you do it. So you do it. And the next time I kill these, I'm going to find out how many orbs I've got. I'd like to get enough to buy the blue orb. If I can do that, then I might be in a position to get my health upgraded, which will be very useful. The thing is, I'm going to do all of this, and I know what's going to happen. It's not going to save all my progress. I'm not far off now. I'm almost at 1800. Yay, I've got stylish combo. That's a good point, Monami. Save often. Yes, let's do that. My idea is simple. Because it's saving it as Mission 16, Nightmare of Darkness Clear, if I die, it might load with the items and all the orbs that I've already had. And if that's the case, I'm going to be in position. Well, you're talking about the, worst thing being that if you don't save, you get killed and lose all that progress. Well, we saw that on the New Year stream, didn't we, when Nerdy Ham was playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 and underestimating an Onmaraki. And it killed him. Something like an hour of progress was lost. And no, I wasn't malicious enough to say it was funny. And that's another part. So at some point, me and Nerdy Hound are going to do another one of the wrestling streams, because having played through the 2011, Road to WrestleMania mode, I'm enjoying the Chris Jericho storyline. We want to do some more with some of the other characters. We're interested in what kind of crazy stories are in there, because that one was such a mental story in question. We'd love to see what the other ones are like. Now that's interesting, Queen. You say the end doesn't work against undead monsters. I never knew that. I had no idea that was true. Right, there we are. I've now got 1800. So, if I'm very careful, let me just check. I've got 3 blue orbs. Perfect. Right, okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save my game. It's an interesting point there, maybe. You say that maybe the end sends you to your final resting place, so being undead, they don't have that problem. I'd say it's just a bit of a surprise. Yeah, I had a feeling Rapture was less effective. I mean, I remember you can get... There are Game Shark codes where you can have literally... what's his face? You can have literally unlimited versions of magic, like Apocalypse, for example. I need to see how much health I've got. There's a stylish combo. I've got a stylish. Right, hang on a second. It's saying I've only got 3 or 4 blue orbs, but I just bought one. I'm sure of it. I just bought a blue orb. Why is it not giving me the 3 or 4? Why is it not giving me the 4 of 4? That's annoying. It's not giving me a blue orb. It should have done. That should have increased. I didn't think my health had increased. I've been ripped off. The game's glitched on me. I've just lost 1800 orbs. And I don't want to load it in case I end up all the way back at the other side. Yeah, it now wants another 3,000. I'm going to try and get a few more of those holy waters. They're only 700. I'm going to get another one of them because I've got 2, I think. Yeah, if I can get a few more of those, that might make a difference against this boss. Holy water is effective. Get off. Leave me alone, you pillock. Sorry guys, you had no chance against me. So I do apologise for the time this is taking, people, but we're not far off now. I can promise you that. Nope, you're not attacking me, that's okay, that's fine. Well, that was frustrating. It took way more damage than it should be. Oh, you got 2 weekends off this month, Dragon. Which ones have you got off? It's always cool to have weekends off. I like having weekends off. It's a good feeling. Ah, nice when you got the last 2 weeks of April off. That's awesome news. That's really good. So is that the Yeah, that'll be the 16th. Yeah, the 16th and the 23rd. Oh, actually, no, you have the 23rd and the 30th, wouldn't you? They're coming for us. I should have said I'm coming for them. Have that health, thank you very much. There we go, that's 326. I'm just trying to get up to 700. I'm just trying to get to 700. I want to get one more holy water. And yeah, that'd be awesome, Dragon. We'd definitely want to do that. Let's say you could do the gaming lounge again or something like that. That'd be cool. Say, it's just a shame you're going to be working that weekend. I'm going to be at that opening, because that'd have been a cool place to do it. But hey, if you're not free, you're not free. Nah, no worries, Avian. You take all the time you need. You come back when you're ready. As I say, at the moment, all you're watching is me doing the same corridor over and over, getting orbs. So it's not like you're missing cutting-edge content here, people, to say the least. This is the thing about being a streamer. You'd be amazed at how many times you're doing more mundane stuff on stream. Of course, for those of you who are there for the 24-hour stream, you'll see me doing the grinding on Crisis Core in real time. And will the 24-hour streams return? I'm hoping to. I'm hoping to do another one. I've got ideas for what I want to do for it, but it's about getting the right time for it. There's a potential slot in the middle of summer. However, I'm not saying anything more just yet because it depends on something else. If it does happen, it will indeed be another stream. It'll be similar to Crisis Core, where I pick a game and I go through from ideally start to finish, or at least go a long way into it. So it'll either be a game or a game series. And no, there will not be any punishment coffees. That's one thing I am banning. That will not happen again. You know of what I speak. You who has disappeared conveniently. Right now I'm in danger of getting killed, so I've got to be careful. Ah, well that's helpful. Got some healing at least. Going to do another quick save while I can. You can definitely tell the difference between the more modern consoles like the PS5 and the 360 with the time it's taken to save a game. It's a totally different world. Wow, you're being stubborn. Still, you gave me a good reward, so I can't complain. Oh, this is dangerous. Got to be careful there. Not one of us drops any health. That's really irritating when that happens. When they don't drop health, it's a problem. And again, the other problem is that by not having the healing items, it makes it more awkward in general, because obviously I want to go fight the boss with full health. Going in without full health against the boss, not the best strategy. Okay, we're back to full health. All is good. Just like that, our fortunes change. Nothing's more proof of that though when I was doing that run as Monophony. Not Monophony, sorry, as Shirakuma on Danganronpa the other night, and I got a failed surgery. Literally the next square. Successful surgery. As anyone who's played the Danganronpa minigames will tell you, getting the surgery squares is not easy. You normally need to have a certain item with you to survive them. Close, only another 10 more orbs, and then I can get the item I need, and then from there we're going to try and take on the boss. I'm hoping that by sheer grinding, we've been able to make it easier. Hoping is the key word. Excellent, there we are, 740, that's what I needed. Because I wanted the holy waters. I've now got 3 of those. Trust me, that's a very important thing to have. I've realised from getting my arse tanked the last couple of bosses that having things like holy water can make a big difference. It's probably a bit strange to have a demon hunter, half vampire kind of character use holy water, considering it's been considered such a lethal item against them, but you know what? If it does the job against the demons, that's all I care about. So what we'll do now is we'll head back towards the area where the boss is. Fingers crossed that I've done enough of the grinding to be able to not have to worry about it. That's the idea. Whether it works is another matter. Just do a quick save here for a moment. It's funny, like, you know, the yellow orbs to retry. What I've noticed is they actually don't allow you to keep your equipment. So it's almost like it's pointless. Now I need to very quickly switch my weapon back to the sword. Yep. Because my plan is to go through the water route. And the easiest weapon for killing the skulls is the sword. we go. Let's say, how would I feel if this was Resident Evil 4 in an alternate timeline, Dragon? Well, obviously I know that that's where Devil May Cry came from. The idea was to make it more action-oriented with special powers, and they decided to make it its own series. I mean, as I say, with the sass of Dante and everything else, I think it would be a great fit for an alternate universe of Resident Evil. In many ways, it'd be cool if they crossed over somehow, you know, like the Umbrella Corporation did something with the virus that led them into this mystical world that allowed them to do this. I'd find that quite interesting. There's probably like fanfiction galore for that, to be honest, now I think about it. While this plays out, I'm just going to very quickly go and turn my heater back off. 1 second, guys. Sorry to keep you waiting. And there we go. Simple as that, as they say. Simple as that. As I say, I mean, how would I feel if this was Resident Evil 4 and not Devil May Cry? I mean, here's the thing. I don't know how I'd feel about it, because it's just that it's such a different game, isn't it? You know, the demons you're fighting, the weapons you're using, and everything else. It just doesn't feel like a Resident Evil game. It never could be a Resident Evil game, and I think that's why they did right to make it its own series. If they tried to like set this in the Resident, like, you know, have like the same universe of Resident Evil, you know, like Raccoon City and everything else, I just don't think it'd work. So here's where I either prove myself to be a total genius, or I prove myself to be a snot-nosed punk. So far, I'm going down the punk route here because I'm getting my arse kicked. Oh, these guys are putting up more of a fight than usual. I'm never going to get a chance to fight the boss this way, if I'm not careful. Fucking hell. Right, there goes one of them, that's good. I'm going to have to use my healing item here, which is not what I bought it for. I'm pissed off at that. It's almost like the enemies know you've got gear. I'm really angry about that. I am really, really angry at that. They were able to like land projectiles that they shouldn't have been able to land. I'm pissed off about that. I'm really not happy about that. What I might have to do is very quickly take a detour and run by all the enemies so I can get to another place where I can buy more items once I've fought these guys off. It's the same enemies as before, but they're in a different number of them, different order of business. These camera angles suck. I can barely see the enemies. Well, I've always had a problem when when the biggest enemy in a game is the camera. I've always had a problem with that. Quite a lot of 3D platformers had that problem. Where your greatest enemy wasn't the boss, it wasn't the lack of power-ups, it wasn't the lack of extra lives, it was the camera. You want to get the original Devil May Cry Classic Collection so you can replay the 3 games. It's a cool feature. I got my copy for nothing because it was gifted to me. But I imagine you can find it on the 360 quite easily. No, that's not very helpful. Again, the camera angle changed at the last second, which doesn't help either. I don't like. You should be able to fix the camera angle for things like this. You have to knock the fireball back, which is fine, but when you get knocked back and the camera angle changes, all your controls reverse. And I'm sorry, but that's just not good enough. You went for coffee, did you, Avian? Well, that's one of the best things you can do. Coffee is good. I've had my 2 coffees for the day, and plus I want to get some sleep soon because I'm up early in the morning for work. Yes. So it might be a case of a beat this boss, or try to, and hopefully be able to advance on the next stream. So speaking of 3D platforming, this is a part where much earlier in the stream I got very annoyed. Allow me to explain why. Essentially, we've got to hop over these platforms here, which only appear with the lightning. That's annoying as it is. The big problem is the camera angles change when you're halfway through a jump. Meaning, you have to switch your directions in order to be able to land on platforms. And it's irritating, to say the least. See what I mean? Camera angle slightly changed, control slightly changed, fell down. Have to restart it. By making it so that unlike in Mario 64 or Sonic Adventure, you can control the camera and make sure you're in control of your movements, here, you're at the mercy of being able to switch on the fly. And it's infuriating. It's an arbitrary challenge. When the challenge again is the controls or the camera, I'm sorry, but as a games designer, you've dropped the ball in a very big way. You really have dropped the ball. You can get them on Steam. That's an easy way of doing it. If you get them on Steam, then you don't have to worry about it, do you? I mean, the 5th game's actually been upscaled for the PS5, but the problem is I've not played 1, 2, 3, or 4 all the way through, so I wouldn't really understand all the plotline. That's ironic. I did the 2 platforms I didn't need to blind them. Yeah, good, I got my foot gloves. Right, I'm going to do a quick save here. Don't think it's going to make any difference when I think about it, because I don't think it does mid-session saves. It only saves, like, you know, things like your inventory or your orbs. But still, that could be useful. That's a great start. I'm gonna see if I can run past these guys, and if I can. What I tried is to try to get back and get some more healing from the time shot. Oh wait, I can't go back out. Once you're here, you're stuck. That's really unhelpful. That's really also not very fair. How did I get back out before? I'm sure I got back out before. How did I do that? I'm really confused now. I'm sure I got out earlier. But I don't know how I did it. Might as well fight these, see if we can get some free healing. Potentially. Worst case scenario is I'm at least getting some, like, orbs, but it's not ideal to say the least. Especially when you get gangbang like that, there's nothing you can really do. Aha, there's some healing. That'll help. Yeah, we've not got any healing. Saying, have I ever played Bayonetta? I haven't actually, but I've heard of it, and I've obviously seen Bayonetta in the likes of Smash and that as well. Ah, there we are. I've got some more healing. That's helpful. Okay. So now, I've not played Bayonetta, but I know about it, and it looked kind of fun, actually. I must say, I really like the look of the style of the game. But I get the feeling it's one that I wouldn't play through anytime soon. I mean, I could get it for the... I think I can get them for the Switch, if I'm not mistaken. Probably, and I know that obviously she's owned by Sega, but the second game was only released on the Wii U, wasn't it? And a lot of those games got ported to the Switch. So it might be possible that I do that at some point. Right, let's see what we've got here. The door won't open. There's a round hole. Yeah, okay. This is where we test if my theory is correct.
A man with guts and honor. I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
Oh wow, so Bayonetta's got an out-of-bounds door, and if you reach it, you need a warning for epileptic people. Why is that dragon? I'm guessing it must do a lot of strobe lighting or something. I mean, this game's got some bloom lighting that's quite painful on the eyes, actually. The amulet. Shaped like a grenade.
Virgil, Dante, happy birthday.
Wow! I want chocolate! No, I want chocolate!
Trish, Virgil has been defeated. You know what you must do. Now go.
Yes, Master.
Who says grinding doesn't pay off? Cheap? Maybe. Broken? Definitely. And I make no apology for it. I make zero apologies. They decided to code a boss that I could get nowhere near. I simply attacked it. Took advantage thanks to holy water. And yeah, Trish suddenly going, yes, master. Spirit stone. Throw the philosopher's egg into the fire and transform it into a spirit stone. Okay. Allows entry to the underworld. Okay. Oh. I have the power! Holy shit, I've got Soul Edge! What? It's the true form of the Force Edge. Awesome. I'm now equipped with the Soul Edge. I have zero complaints about this. There's a throne where the castellan must have sat to watch over his little celebrations in his court holdings. The little castellan! Ramon Salazar! Is that you? Because if it is, fuck off, you little creepy cunt. I know I'm meant to go through here, but I'll try this weapon out. Oh, damn! Now it's my turn to bat. Come here! Want a gaming joke? My gameplay abilities. That's the biggest joke here at the moment, Dragon. It has to be said. Or EA, they're another gaming joke. Too soon? No, never too soon. This weapon is making mincemeat out of enemies. It's awesome. The best thing is, I've just realised I'm absolutely cleaning up on souls. I'm getting tons of them. I've got over 1,700 souls now. I've got tons. But go on then, Dragon. Share your gaming joke. I'm curious. Let's see how strong it is against these guys then. dead if I'm not careful. I'm going to go back inside. Oh, what, I got stuck on a fucking pillar. I'm dead. Nothing I can do. I'm actually gonna get killed if I'm not careful there. Just gotta hold. Ah, well that's helpful. Got an instant heal. That's good news. So those enemies with long-range projectiles, they're still broken a bit, unfortunately. They're very cheap because they're just able to hit you with loads of ice combos. I don't mind being able to hit projectiles, that's fine, but it's when you have these ones that get massive all-area projectile weapons and you can't avoid them. That's just borderline broken. But it's cool. We can carry on. That's true, actually, Dragon. Yeah, it's not really a gaming joke. It's more an annoyance where boss characters are often nerfed. They have, like, you know, the timing of their moves is made slower, or it's like if you play as Bison in Street Fighter, for example, his Psycho Crusher requires like charging time rather than just being able to be instantly used. Right, here we are. I've now got a way to be able to go back and get some more orb spending, and I might be able to upgrade the weapon that I've got. So even though I'm meant to go through that painting there, I'm not going to just yet. Well, yeah, I suppose if you hack the game and say it changes things completely, definitely, Dragon. What I always find annoying is where bosses are made broken for no reason. The thing that I can't stand. Right, I'm going to go back to the other side because I want to get to one of the places where I can use my orbs. Dragon of the Djima, hot coffee was technically not removed from the game. In fact, in the remake, the Unreal Engine remakes, people found evidence of the game still being in the code. And they tried to reactivate it. It was made unplayable, but it wasn't actually technically removed. And hot coffee, for those of you who don't know, is essentially a mini-game where you have sex with your girlfriend. Yes, that's true. If you try playing that mode on Twitch, you get an instant perma-ban. Much like if you try playing Yandere Simulator on Twitch, you'll get permanently banned. To be fair, Yandere Simulator involves being a girl who kills people in a high school. I can understand why that's kind of frowned upon as content. Also helps that the game's borderline unplayable and broken. I'll go and see if I can get into the underworld, but I don't think we're going too much further tonight because we're right near the end of the stream. We're at that point where it's almost time for us to say goodnight. But yes, that boss, who was a bit of a roadblock, we cheaped our way past him. And that might be a strategy I employ like going forward to other characters as well. Yeah, I don't have any ability to power up that weapon, unfortunately, which is a real shame. Well, holy water. I'm going to get a couple of those. I'm going to need them. Ah, interesting, Dragon. You said your 9S your 9S cosplay wig makes people think you're doing Dante rather than 9S. I can understand that kind of thing happening, to be honest. It's easily done. With wigs, unless you get like expert style in them, they can often end up looking like other characters, which can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on whether you're doing like multiverse cosplay or not. Oh God! Yes, Dragon, you had to bring him back, didn't you, Gustav? My God! Yep, Shin Megami Tensei 5's legendary, hilarious merchant character. And no, that's not a cosplay. I will never cosplay Gustav. I hope you brought marker. I'd say if you did do Dante, I reckon that'd be awesome, mate. You know, say very popular character, everyone recognises Dante. There's an excuse to carry oversized swords around as well, and everyone loves doing that. Yeah, doing a DMC cosplay is a cool idea, mate. I like it. Yeah, turn up as Sunicon as Gustav trading. I don't think any of the traders are going to do that somehow. There's a painting of a sunken Bastille. And we're going straight in. Oh! Right, gun equipment time. Where's my needle gun? What's really annoying is they haven't made it so that you can use the, if you wanted to aim up. What you have to do is you have to bizarrely, you can't just use the second analog trigger to do it. So we're in a underwater mode, which is frustrating. Ah, there we are. It's like an underwater jail. But then again, that makes sense because it said underwater Bastille. The problem is you can only aim once you've locked your view. So the shooting in this mode is very, very awkward. Right, we're finding orbs though. I'm finding tons of orbs. Ooh, look at that body. A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, the class trial will begin. Or of course if you're playing the Japanese version, Staiku Takimashita! Oh, that's awesome, mate. You're going to start putting your Cyberpunk Nico cosplay together. I'm looking forward to seeing her. I reckon it's going to be great. As I say, I'm quite lucky here. My Chica Takami cosplay is already in place pretty much. Though I need to try and make some wings out of cardboard. I'm not looking forward to doing that because it means crafting. And that's something I'm not very good at. Oh god, what the fuck? I'm being attacked by skin divers. Oh, it's the race from before with the fucking shears. So this is somewhat. Oh, shut up with your laughter, you silly bins. Absolutely, we gotta do some proper picks together. You're not wrong, and we will. Queen loves race, does she, Avin? Almost as much as you love Monica. Oh. Okay, I've just activated a swimming mode. Oh, but then you get dropped to the bottom. Interesting. I wonder why I could activate a swim mode all the way to the top. What's all that about? Is it because there's no other way? Is that the reason? Ah, you do like the underwater element, do you? Ah, Dino Crisis 2, Dragon. Yes, Dino Crisis 2. I think I might actually have. I remember borrowing a copy of that from a friend. I've still got it somewhere. Not actually played through it. Right, I'm missing something here. Look at those low-res images there, people. Ah. Oh. Terrific. Always a maybe, Dragon. It depends. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, there's nowhere to go. I'm missing something obvious there. Oh, hello. Excellent. Okay, I've just got some health increase, which is awesome. I'm happy with that. Well, they say there's more mystery and no clear path, Avian, but there's got to be a way. And as you say, love the blue orb. Give me more of those. Feed me more. Right, that's not worked. I was thinking maybe by doing that we'd activate the new... we'd activate the water through there, but apparently not. Wow, you played Dino Crisis 2 when you were 6, Dragon. That's amazing. I wasn't... When I was 6 years old, I hadn't actually played a game at that point. But I did play a game when I was 8 called Fiendish Freddy's Big Top of Fun on the Commodore 64. Ah, now we're talking, people. I'm going to try and follow the stairs. I think I might have figured something out potentially. No, I haven't. The moment you get on the stairs, the illusion fades by the looks of it. So it faded before I was anywhere near the top. Yeah, I think you gotta keep trying to get central of the shaft. Sesame Street had games? Well, it doesn't completely surprise me actually, but it's still interesting to say the least. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, we're up in a new area. Yeah. Okay. Now, Avian, would you really think that way? Philosopher's egg. Ah, okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, all the way to the bottom because we didn't land on the platform. I think it's one of those where the moment you end up on the stairwell, you break the spell. So you have to keep constantly aiming upwards. Damn it. It turns it into the Philosopher's Stone by throwing it into the fire, Avian. That was the mission, if I'm not mistaken. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get off in a second because it's getting close to the cut-off point, and I don't think I'm going to complete this mission in time. I don't think being the keyword. We will see. A lot of it's going to depend on... Yeah. It's something to do with breaking the illusion. Oh, that's amazing. So you were afraid of the raptors, but then once you found out the shotgun was their weakness, you were just having fun getting rid of them, Dragon. It's a valuable life lesson. Use a shotgun. a strange motion, this. I mean, we're in the underworld, and we're like climbing up a church where you can bizarrely go underwater in midair. I'm kind of confused by it, to be honest. Oh, well, okay, I didn't fall down at least. Oh god, there's a reference for you, Evan. Clever girl. And then it... I've always forgot who the actor is that plays that character. They're always pretty, they were a pretty major actor, but I can't remember what the name was. God, the controls here do not hold up well at all. So, I mean, the controls are just very awkward, very antiquated. You could definitely tell this came out, well, the HD remake came out 10 years ago. The original game came out 21 years ago. Yeah. Think on that, people. 21 years. PS2 era when all was right in the world. Because there was nothing really nasty going on like the Iraq War or anything, was there? Oh, no. God, this is so annoying. Again, it's the controls letting me down. Then that puts you back there, so there's definitely no way up that point, is there? I think I'm going to have to call it a night in a second, guys, with a rather awkward way to end. Because it seems that we're not going to get much further here, which is annoying. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. Going to do a quick save here. Hopefully it allows us to carry our data over, I'm sure it will. And we're going to be back on the Thursday evening, where we're going to go back to playing Horizon, to try and get a bit further in this and move things further, so we can get things going. Oh, love the idea of modding Devil May Cry to play as a Demi-Fiend. That'd be awesome, considering obviously featuring Dante from Devil May Cry was how Shin Megami Tensei 3 marketed itself. But enough from me. We're going to be back on Thursday at 8 PM BST, because we are officially in the summertime here now, and essentially we'll be picking up Horizon Forbidden West for a bit of an evening. But until then, thank you all very, very much for watching, and good night.